Good morning from the lake. I got down here late last night, into dark actually, and it's the perfect time to be getting down this lake, especially in November, because they tend to show at night time. Within an hour I've seen a few fish crash, about 110s, something like that. Just saw the rings, and you're allowed to use boats on here, so I have been employing the bait boat so far this session. So I got here last night, sent the boat out to the mark, got it all marked up, and dropped 3 rigs in place. Bright ones and a couple of maggots on top. And 4 o'clock this morning, had my first bite, and I ended up catching 3 in the end, with the biggest going 32 pounds, which was absolutely lovely. Let's take a look at those fish now.
Make it a bit lighter so you can actually see him. Yeah, how about this for an absolute perler? True magic in miniature, isn't it? That is perfect little carp, isn't it? They don't need to be big when they look like that. Nice bit of a cliche, but they really don't, do they? That is a perfect specimen. Simply beautiful. Have a quick look at the other side, because it's just as corking. Okay, there we go, look. The other side. What an absolute perler. God, imagine him at mid-30s. Beautiful carp, that. God, look at him. What a mega looking carp that one is. Enjoying this, even though it's freezing cold. Right mate, let's get you back, because you are a little corker. Right, fatty arbuckle of a carp. Look at him. He's a right fat old thing, isn't he? Yeah, mid-30s on a cold winter's morning. Dappled light everywhere, so apologies about that. But you can see him. He's an awesome carp, isn't he? Proper fatso. Right mate, let's have another look, or a little look even, at your other side. And then we'll slip you back, fella. Let's have a look at this side quickly. It's quite a cool character. Wow, dumpy thing. Come on in, mate. Oh, God, this morning sun's a bit treacherous. Look at him. What a fat old thing. Couldn't resist some of that new CC more boiling. Posting. Absolutely seem to love it. It's going to work really well in the colder months as well as the warmer months, I think. Right mate, slipping back. Very cold, breezy night. This is the 3rd one of the session. Look at him. A right old character, isn't he, that one? I haven't weighed it, but it's definitely mid to upper 20s, I would say. A right old battle axe. Look at him, he's only got half a tail. He's really been around this one. Cracking common. Let's have a quick look at the other side and we'll slip her back. Because I need the toilet. It's that time of the morning. Right mate, let's have a quick look at this side. Look, right old warrior. He's wicked, isn't he? Got a wicked looking carp. Right old mate, let's get you home. Hopefully we'll have some more today. Lovely old thing.
And we're now sort of 9:30. I've got to do a little bit of work here today. I've got Greg coming over to shoot a bit of content on various bits, and the rods are out, so I'm fishing and I'm working. Oh, single bleep on my right hand rod then. It's really cold. There's a biting wind hacking into my face, but doesn't seem to have affected the fishing at all. 3 carp, can't complain. See what happens today. Well, I'm away. Got one on, which is rather nice. Nice mirror by the looks of it. He's about to go in the net. Oh yes, it's a linear. A big linear. Oh yes, it's a big linear. Yes, yes, yes. That looks like a really, really awesome carp. Oh mate, look at that. Look at that. That looks awesome. Massive mirror carp. Check out the colours, fully in her autumnal bloom. Sounds posh, doesn't it? An absolute chunk. A really, really cracking carp, that one. And I'm having a bit of a red letter session. Look at the head on it. Proper old carp. Gnarly old tail, wrinkled as anything. Yeah, happy chappy. Let's have a quick look at the other side, because shortly after this one I had a 40 pounder. Mental, eh? Right, let's pop her down. Oh. Let's just have a quick look at the other side. Alright, you go back in a sec. Colours on it, absolutely glorious. That'll do, won't it? Beautiful, beautiful carp. Absolute powerhouse. Right, big girl, let's get you back. It's quite nice actually, isn't it? Awesome. So, amongst because I haven't had much sleep and I've caught loads of carp, I got a little bit confused. This is the 36 pounder. That previous one was a 40 pounder. You thought I'd have known with the weight difference, wouldn't you? But I'm strong. That's the excuse anyway. But yeah, what a creature that is. 36 pound linear, old as the hills, wrinkly old tail on her. And that really has made my session. 5 carp, few hours left, and I'm one very, very happy Jimmy boy. Doesn't happen very often in the winter, does it? But it just has. Awesome. Let's have a quick look at the other side. Just as nice, isn't it? Beautiful carp. The really autumny, wintry backdrop. Complete in her late autumn blend. Stunning linear. Right, mate, wrinkly old warrior, let's get you back. Head on it, she's got loads of little dimples all over her head. Mega. Awesome. Well, good afternoon. I am just getting the kit ready because I can smell spring in the air. Honestly, it is the first really warm day we've had without rain, without horrible weather for weeks and weeks and weeks. There's sort of fly hatches going on, there's all sorts. So I have cut my day short at work and I'm getting the kit ready to get down to the syndicate because looking at all the fly hatches and everything going on, I need to get on some zigs and I need to get down to that lake. So next time you see me, I'll be at the lake. Good afternoon. I am at the lake. Managed to get down here still in daylight. I was pretty eager, to be honest, with the weather as it is. It's super mild. And it just feels good. It feels almost spring-like. It is the very start of March, so we are coming towards spring, and it's just that, I don't know, there's just that smell of spring in the air which got me so eager to come down here. I've decided to go in a swim right up the far end of the lake, as you can see here. I've got mountains of open water to go at, and I think I'm going to fish on the zigs. I haven't seen anything as yet, but this is sort of the deep end and there's a swim over the other side which has been shut for a while, so people haven't really been doing much time up this end, and I'm thinking that if it's been left alone for a while, unless I see something, it would seem like a very good start. So I'm going to start in here for now and see what happens. It's only a quick session, I've only got till tomorrow, but we'll give it a go. There's some very big carp that are due out. Right guys, just going to run you through my zig rig for this session. This is a zig float. On there you can see I've got the Corda system on there, Corda sub float, which obviously goes up through the layers to the depth I desire. And then on the end, this is the nifty bit. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not easily, but I've got like a, don't even know what these are called, like zig buggy type things on the end. Very neat, just a little bit of black and yellow on the end there, and yeah, almost like a little bit of shrink tube, but it's a, I don't know, zig alinery, bug alinery type thing, and that's on a Corda size 8 wide gape, ultra sharp, and then just some zig line. So that's what I'm going to put out there. It is bright sunshine and looks pucker for a zig bite. So yeah, let's go. So a key part of zig fishing is, of course, or zig float fishing is a pair of binos. You need to be able to, I say you need to, it is good if you can see your hook bait and your float. You ain't gonna see hook bait, sorry, your float, so you can pull that float down a foot at a time, so you know exactly what depth you're going at. So using a pair of binos to spot your float, you can obviously then pull it down a foot at a time. You know when the float's just sinking, and you just take the hook length onto your spool and then start counting down as to what depth you want to fish. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do now. One little tip: when you're letting your float up, do it slowly, because the last thing you want is for that hook bait to for the float to massively overtake the hook bait and then potentially cause you a tangle. So if you can see there, I'm letting it off very slowly and then feathering it, and you can see it going tighter as the float pulls up. Little update, definitely on carp. A big one has just showed 40 yards where I've just put a bait. Yeah, we're on fish. We're on fish. I had a good feeling they might be up here. Like I said, it's been left alone. It's been really quiet up this end. There's at least one that's crept up here. Time for a quick cup of tea. Rods are out, guys. Oh, I'm just going to turn that off. It's getting a bit steamy. Rods are out. It is cool. About 9 o'clock. That ain't smoke, by the way. That's steam. That's absolutely turbocharged that infrared stove. Yeah, all 3 rods are out. Got a couple on zigs and one on the bottom. So it's actually got really cold. Look at that, absolutely freezing all of a sudden. Even though it's been really warm all day, it must be a clear night because it is Baltic at the moment. So whether anything will happen tonight or not, I don't know. But the rods are out. I'll have a cup of tea and settle down early. So yeah, I'm going to get up in the middle of the night, listen out, see if I can hear any fish. Yeah, but for now, I'll have a quick cup of tea, then I'll get my head down. Morning. I'm feeling absolutely burnt, to be honest. It's 2 shows. 2 shows. Oh, it's come off. Has it come off? It has come off. No, 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 no. Been waiting a long time to get a bite, and I finally had one, and it come off. So it's coffee time to try and drown my sorrows a little bit, but I'm gutted. I feel really hurt by that. Oh, I've been waiting so long. We're just coming out at the end of the winter now. It's been a long, tough, gruelling one. It's beginning of March and I finally had a bite and it's dropped off. Don't know why. It was going fine, just fell off. Just sometimes they do, don't they? I have started seeing the odd fish show though, which is great, so things are waking up. You don't want to lose them, do you? Decided to put another rod over the back there. See if we can get another one. I saw a very big fish show earlier, which is why I don't want to be losing them, but that's fishing for you, isn't it? Onwards and upwards. I've just been watching carp after carp show, and finally I've got a bite. I lost one this morning, which was obviously an absolute killer, but I've just been watching carp show after show, thinking, is it going to happen? And it has, finally, a zig. Oh no, and he's got my other rod. No, this is not what I need. There's some very big carp showing, so we may have a chance of a good fish today. It's one of the old stockbrokers by the looks of it. Come on. The old high-backed stockbrokers. Come on in, Mr. Carp. The old zig hanging out of its mouth. Whoa. That was bad netting, Jimmy boy. Come on in, mate. In you go. Yay! Finally. Right. Well, hey, it's finally happened. Lovely mirror in the net. Chunky little rascal. Awesome. That's made up for that loss earlier on. Right. Let's have a look at her, shall we? So, it's been a long time coming. Finally, I've caught a carp. How about that one? That'll do nicely, won't it? Over 20 pounds, no doubt. This one fell to a zig float. Just a little black and yellow hook bait, and it is an absolute cracker, isn't it? Real dumpy little rhino of a carp. Very chuffed with that because it really has been a long time coming, especially after losing one as well this morning. Anyway, yeah, cracking carp. Let's get you back, mate. You never know, we might get another one. Awesome. Start of the spring. Zig hook baits. Generally, I don't really stray too far from yellow and black. Unless I'm fishing sort of over the top of floaters where I might go over to a brown. As you can see there's a few sort of browner coloured baits. But yeah, sort of yellow and black combos, maybe with a red sort of linery type sort of bit of tube over the eye. But yeah, I don't really stray too far away from those hook baits, to be honest. When fly hatches are going on, I like to mimic sort of the black. That yellow fleck of colour can sometimes catch them out a little bit. So yeah, they're the hook baits that I use, and it was the black and yellow that did the business on this session. So we're getting on for lunchtime now. Nothing else has occurred, but I have moved one of the rods sort of further over, one of the zigs, and I brought them both to sort of 7 foot under the surface, which is where I had the bite from earlier on. So I've now got 2 zigs 7 foot under the surface, and a couple of bottom rods out there as well. So yeah, I've got till sort of 4 o'clock. Actually no, I haven't, about 3 o'clock today, to see if I can get another bite. So I've only got sort of 3 hours left. Hopefully a big one is going to come quickly. Well, the zig has just dropped to the floor and we're in. Didn't think it'd be long until that zig did something. It's bright sunshine now. Mega for zigs, really. It's like that perfect spring day for zig fishing. Come on, mate. It's going crazy, this fish. It's proper gin clear water, so you can see the net. He doesn't like the net at all. Come on. Come on, mate. Cool. It's only just nicked. And he's in. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. You're in for a bit of a treat. Check this one out. Oh, another one on the zigs. How about that one? What a cracking linear that is. I am over the moon with that one. That is a belter. Look how rounded its tail is. As you can imagine, it fought like absolute crazy in this deep water on a size 8 hook. Yeah, on a zig rig. Very chuffed. Typical spring sort of tactics. Yeah, getting it right. This is probably the last fish of the session, but it has been absolutely wonderful and I cannot wait to get back. Spring is underway. It is start of March, and yeah, I can't wait to get cracking. Hopefully get into a few more of these beautiful carp over here in Cambridge. Awesome. Right, mate, let's get you back. It's come to the end of the session. I should be staying. I can't. I've got to do family stuff. And I am off to play golf in America next week, so I can't push my luck. Like I said, I should be staying. I really can't. I've got to prioritise things. But I've had a couple of fish and I've lost one, so I've had a good session. I'm sorry the vlog's only been short, but it was just an overnighter. So yeah, see you next time. Well, I decided to start in this swim known as No Carp Bay. Because I saw a carp in No Carp Bay, I saw one head and shoulder and it seemed as good a place to start as any. However, I have got all my rods out, as you can see over there. Rods are out, all on zigs. It seems perfect for zigs, it's lovely and warm, but I have seen some fish in another swim, three swims down. Not just one fish, I saw several fish there, a few sort of weird eruptions on the surface. It feels very spring-like today. It's like 13-14 degrees, and I think they're moving. So I think there's more fish down there, and although I'm already set up, it's like 4 o'clock and I really can't be bothered to move. I've got to do it, bivvy's up and everything, but they're spring carp, they're on the move. And I've got to keep on their tails, so yeah, I'm going to reel the rods in, get over to that swim now. I am in the new swim now. Took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I'm in the new swim and I've got a cookie. a white cookie. Lovely jubbly. There's definitely fish out here. I just saw one close. Just flip the screen round. You'll be able to see. You'll be able to see the swim there. The rods are now out, and things are looking good. There's a lovely warm breeze just trickling into the swim, and I'm about to have a cup of tea. All 3 rods are out on zigs. There are swifts just hitting the surface of the water, which means there's a fly hatch going on. We are on a great moon, so conditions couldn't get any better really. I've got a rod at 5 foot under the surface, 6 foot under the surface and 7 foot under the surface. And if I get a bite on one of them, I will change all the others to that. So we'll see what happens. For now, spin this around again. I am going to have a cup of char. Right, she's ready. Let's hope a fish interrupts this cookie and tea. We'll see. Right guys, well, dinner's on. I have made a slight change. I've moved my middle and my right hand rod further right, basically. Now that this wind has changed, I've noticed a few fish sort of shuffling out in the middle area, but sort of slightly to the right of the swim. I'm lucky that I've got no one to the right of me at all, so I have fanned my rods out a little bit. A couple of them were big fish. I've just seen another one. Just seen another one. Not a million miles where I've just put that other zig out. Yeah, they're showing. It's that perfect sort of moody, dull sort of light where you just see those black shapes sort of turning over in the wind. It is perfect for spotting fish. And yeah, they're showing. Oh, another one's just showed right on the same spot. Yeah, this is great. I'm confident. I've got zigs out. Whether zigs is the right way to go, I don't know, but it is spring and there has been fly hatches going on. It is getting a bit stormy, but I'm going to fish zigs still. I'm fishing them 8 foot under the surface. So yeah, let's see what tonight brings. Right, well, this is my dinner for tonight. Doesn't look overly appetising, does it? But it'll be nice. It's braised steak with potatoes. The lens is now steaming up, so I apologise for that. But yeah, braised beef with some mashed potato. Not too bad. Well, I have just had 2 takes in 15 minutes. It is about 20 minutes until it gets light, so I'm going to leave it in the net and just pop the other one in the sling just until it gets light. Like I said, it's not long. So yeah, I've had a right result really. Hopefully it's going to continue today and I can latch into something a little bit bigger. They're not the biggest fish in the world, but one is a beautiful, beautiful zip linear. So yeah, like I said, it's going to get windy today. Hopefully I'm going to latch into something a little bit bigger, but I'm going to stick the kettle on, have a coffee, and it'll be light, like I said, real quickly. We'll have a look at the fish. Well, it's morning time. I'm just about to do the photographs of these 2 carp that I had last night, but as I was just getting my kit ready, the rod rattled off again, and I have got a very big carp in the net, which I cannot wait to show you because it is epic. It's one of the old ones, it's one of the big ones. It looks over 40 pounds, so we'll take a look at that one in a minute. I'm going to leave it in the net to rest just while I sort these other 2 out. So I guess the next time you see me, we're going to be looking at some fish. Lovely fish.
Probably scrape a 20, I reckon.
Well, there you go, a beautiful, beautiful little linear. Probably upper double, something like that, but it's an absolute corker, isn't it? God, imagine that one 30 pounds bigger, eh? Magic in miniature. One of the smaller ones of the lake, but an absolute beauty either way. Right, mate, let's get you back because I've just landed a giant. Well, I have caught the most ridiculous, awesome looking 42 pounds 14 ounce mirror. Check this out. Oh, how about that? What a creature that is. Perfect in every way, old as the hills. A very, very happy Jimmy, and I've probably made my spring already. That is one of the old guard in this lake, and probably one of the best carp that I've caught from here. Absolutely magical, because that is an absolute creature of a carp, isn't it? What a majestic, majestic looking fish that is. Very, very, very happy Jimmy. Well, they were rather epic, weren't they? And as if that wasn't enough, once I'd put them back, my old mate stepped into the swim. My old mate Dan Stacey, who I haven't seen for yonks, he is now back on the lake, which is brilliant because I love him down here and he seems to be a bit of a good luck charm to me. And after around 10 minutes of chin wagging and chewing the fat, my middle rod ripped off and I was in again. This is like the old days today. I've been woken up by some beefcake called Stacey. He was meant to be turfed off.
You can't.
But he's back! Like a bad smell. Oh, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Jimmy.
He's brought your luck back though, mate. The amount of fish we've had together, mate. Rattled off while you're in. Looked like a big long fish though, didn't it? Excited to get your rods out.
Oh, mate, you're holding me up.
Unfortunately, halfway through the fight, my memory card was full and we didn't have time to delete some footage to get the rest of the fight. But I went on to land another colossal carp, and this time it turned out to be a fish known as Henry. 47 pounds and 2 ounces of massive, massive, massive mirror carp. Check him out. That is one massive carp. What a fish that is. I'm not sure which one it is. It could be one called Henry. Whatever it is a big, big old fish. And I'm struggling to hold it. So, check him out, hey. What a carp. What a creature that is, folks. Let's just turn him round, have one quick look at the other side. One little look at the other side. But yeah, I think my spring in one session has been well and truly made. A brace of 40s in one session. It really doesn't get a lot better than that, does it? Colossal, colossal carp. Very, very happy Jimmy. Yes, yes, yes. And that's where we're up to now. I'm just going to put a coffee on and then I'm going to drop my zigs a little bit shorter because a few fish have been showing a little bit shorter in this swim. The wind's sort of hacking in towards me, a nice warm wind. They seem to be a little bit closer, so I'm going to drop a couple of rods shorter and see if we can get a couple more bites before I go home. So I'm just going to tie up a fresh zig. As you can see, I am using zig line, which is by far my favourite. I would step up the diameter of the line if I was fishing in like super heavy weed, but it is really strong here. I like a size 8 wide gape hook, and all I do is knotless knot it. Oh, like that. I just form a little knotless knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and I go 1, 2 up there just to stop it twisting, and then go back through the eye like so, pull that up nice and tight, and there's my knotless knot. I then thread on one of these little bad boys. I don't know what they're called, like some sort of zig-a-linery type thing, but they're good, really good. Might even be called like zig bugs or something like that, but they're really cool. They sit perfectly over the eye of the hook, and yeah, look like sort of a natural fly or whatever we're trying to resemble in the water column. Just slips over the eye like that, and then I pull it down and it sort of sits like that. Beautiful. And then just trim the tag end and away we go. Lovely jubbly. So we're getting on for 11:30, and unfortunately nothing else has happened. I've got a few hours left. I've got till sort of 4ish. I've dropped the zigs a little bit shorter because they have been shown a little bit shorter. It is chilly on this wind, although temperatures are like 12 degrees, but they have slowed down showing. But I've still got a chance. The zigs are out there. I'm pretty satisfied, if I'm totally honest with you. But it would be nice to nick another one before we go. Maybe one of the real big girls. Could be 2 60-pounders here at the minute, which would be pretty mental, wouldn't it? Right, I'm going to have a cup of tea, a little bit of lunch, see what the next few hours bring.